Author of A Little Bit Vulnerable. Janine, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Welcome back.
Good morning, Stuart.
Let's lump this all together. Fashion, entertainment, Hollywood, they show absolute contempt for our president on a universal scale. Can you explain it? Why this venom for Donald Trump?
Well, you know, I moved to Hollywood in the early 1980s, 79, 80. And 81, they were all against Ronald Reagan. I mean, I would sit around a table and it would just be this angst and this sort of, I don't know, almost, I was just told to sit there and keep my mouth, I was literally told to sit there and keep my mouth shut. So the ranting and the raving against Ronald Reagan, this is what this reminds me of. And, you know, so I don't think there's anything President Trump's going to be able to do ever that they will like.
Why? Janine, why is this? I mean, look, this level of opposition, this level of contempt, and I use that word advisedly, it borders on hatred. Why is it? Why is it so consistent that the mega-rich of Hollywood are so liberal? Why?
Well, I don't really know, but I do believe it's based on ignorance. You know, it's more about passion and opinion. They all group together in passion and opinion. And there's not a lot of knowledge and wisdom to back that up. And I read one of their call to actions for their President's Day, you know, rallies. And it was this sort of contempt for the fact that they won the popular vote, and yet President Trump is still the president. And so I kind of have some solutions to this. I founded, and I co-chair currently, Constituting America, and we have a wonderful paper on the Electoral College, and I posted it today so people could go read it, because education and knowledge about why the Electoral College matters is super, super important.
Okay.
I mean, if we do away with the Electoral College, then Wyoming and Nebraska and Oklahoma and the rest of the flyover states, they won't even be relevant anymore.
I have to ask you this. The Oscars, they're a week from Sunday. The host this year is Jimmy Kimmel. He says he's going to get political. I mean, I can see it coming a mile off. This is going to be, I mean, awful from my point of view.
I don't even know if I can watch them, quite frankly. The only reason I would watch is for Mel Gibson, because I thought Hacksaw Ridge was just brilliant, a movie that stays with you forever, and I want to support him. But it's so cantankerous. And once again, but I do have something positive for President's Day. You want to know what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
My foundation is doing a President's Day study for 90 days. We do one every year annually about the Supreme Court and the landmark decisions that have progressed away from the Constitution. And so everyone can join that, and they can call their representatives and fly a flag or put a flag on the internet, and that's how we can oppose this rally that they're doing against the president on President's Day. You know, I think that we cannot get complacent. We have to be just as eager, and we can't rest on our laurels.
You know, my producer just made an interesting observation. The Oscars have become totally political. A presidential news conference has become very entertaining.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's very good.
You know, I have a theory about that, Stuart Varney. Yeah. Do you know what Donald Trump is doing? He is finally acting like a Democrat. You know, Democrats are loud and brass and in your face, and conservatives have always been, well, I want to be politically correct, and I don't know. And so he's given it back to them, and they're just shocked. They're floored. They don't know what to do.
You're right there. Janine Turner, I like your idea for President's Day. Thanks very much for being with us. I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Janine, thank you.
Thanks, Stuart.